Dear human, you. I wanted to talk about the fact that, I have a lot of perspectives, but this one is. I've kind of simplified for myself because, it's easy with this topic to get in your head and overcomplicate things. I guess about life, there's so many questions, but that we get, but like to simplify things for ourselves is probably like a really good thing to do. Um, because you can go down that rabbit hole of just so many questions. So I just wanted to share my belief on that I've gained throughout my own experience of life, and I guess we all. I've observed that we all start this life as um, innocent, empty vessels that are imprinted on by the people around us as we grow up and in our environments. And that molds our perspectives and our beliefs, and which in turn, you know, uh, creates who we think we are, and maybe other people's expectations of you help to evolve that mindset of who you think you are as well. And I went on this big adventure and had the question of who am I, and wanted to figure that out. And at the time, I didn't realize that who I wasn't who I wanted to be, but I didn't know that I had the ability to mold that for myself. So it's a beautiful thing to ask yourself. Who is it I want to be, because who you are might not necessarily align with who you would like to be, or who you would like to be showing up for the world. I didn't realize that I had the choice to change, to evolve. I've talked about it before, having the choice, to stay bitter or to be better, and we always have a choice. Um, and my one belief in choosing who we want to be is, as long as that doesn't hurt anyone. You can be whoever you want. You can show up in the world however you would like. But to bring harm to others through your words or actions, I don't think that's very cool. To judge others for who they decide to be and how they decide to show up, bringing judgment and fear from our conditioning from earlier on in our lives, like, it's not cool to project our fears and our beliefs. It's just what I mean by that is, like, yes, I'm sharing my beliefs right now, but to I'm stating it as my belief, but to project your belief, I mean, onto someone and set, like, as a way of saying this is how it is, to project things like that, and judging people that believe, judging people that don't believe in your beliefs, but you stating that this is how it is, this is how life is, like, I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna go into a rabbit hole here. I don't know if I'm clarifying it easy enough to understand. I don't know if I'm getting the right words to get it across in the way my brain's thinking. um, Long story short, you can create the life you want to live. You can be who it is you would like to be. You know, go out there and discover yourself. It took me a long time to realize that I got brought up in a household or households that were very strong in their beliefs. Not necessarily just only religion, but um, but people in my life when I was young having such strong beliefs of the world and on the things you do and how you do them so much that if I dared to do it any other way, it wasn't okay. It was wrong. But I was a kid that had a million ways to do one thing and you had the same result. In my mind, it was simple, yet it was wrong from the perspective of someone else. And um, it had me then wanting to people please and do it the way the people that I loved wanted to do it. But it wasn't my way, you know. And what I want to get across is just there's so many ways to live life. So many ways you can do the one thing. So many different perspectives people can have. And it's all okay. You just got to figure out what it is and how it is you want to do it. We can live our lives the way we want. Just spread your love while doing it. Because it's what everyone needs. It's love. And I like to bring simplicity to the way that I view things. So then, you know, if someone watching this feels aligned with that, it's simple, straightforward. It's how life is. We shouldn't have to complicate it for ourselves in order to live the way others want us to. We should live how we want to. Sometimes I struggle with getting the right words for the most profound things that you learn in life. It's hard to bring words to. But it doesn't mean we shouldn't talk about them. I'm on here just yearning for connection and, with the people that align with my views. Don't be afraid to reach out. Peace.